OB3, what's your call, man?
Yeah, so the seller, the agent just, I want to ask for her to ask her some question about the property because she said the property was a remodel, but there was something in the house, like one of the spots in the living room on the floor is a little soft, so they need to fix that part. Also, the property have some depth. They might be open to do like an upgrade.
What's the address?
It's in your chest, but I can't send you again.
Can we look at it together?
Pardon?
Can we look at it together? Can I share my screen?
Because I haven't looked at that yet. It's still, you know, if you want it, it's up to you.
Okay. Looks nice, man.
I told her so you can give her a call to see if you know, we can put something together because the owner, she has a cancer. She lives in Dallas, so they're struggling. Just, you know, there's a lot for them. So
what's that phone number?
Just give me a second. I'm about to send you. Her name is Kathy. I sent you.
Guys, I'm not gonna do a question day. I'm gonna make something happen. Starts now. She didn't pick up the phone, man. You all good? All right, thank you. Angel M, what was going on, man? I had you in my reminders today.
Hey, Richard.
I'm okay today. How can I help?
Hello?
Hi.
I got the plex in Detroit. Currently got a contract on it, but I haven't signed it yet. It's a 6-bedroom, 3-bath. It was originally listed for $250. When I saw it, it was $197.5, and I got it under contract for $170. The thing with this one is it's bringing in $3,065 in rent.
Which one is this?
And I just sent you it's in the RDMs.
Is it
the 6-bedroom?
Is it Fullerton?
Yeah, it's that one.
I think we've been under contract for this before. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure somebody's been under contract. Does anybody in the chat remember an address on Fullerton? It's not necessarily the case, but what is this occupied at again? You said 3,000 what?
3,065 for both units total.
Offer accepted?
Yeah, they accepted the offer at 170.
Good job, man. I like your deal. I'm going to sell it for you now. 3,070 total?
365.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's just a few things I need to fix on the contract, but I have it. What's up, Stud?
Hey, man, I got the deal of a lifetime for you. I don't think I've ever seen a duplex occupied at a higher price. You got a moment?
I love every time you call me, that's exactly what you say, and it's exactly what it turns out to be. Amazing. So send it. What you got?
That's what I'm talking about. For all of our viewers here, we've got a house listed at $197,500. It's been here for 81 days. Now, Joseph runs like almost a micro hedge fund. He aggregates people who want to buy properties. He himself is not the buyer, but he has the buyers because he markets for them. So what I do is I make videos that attract people to join my Discord, and then they get these properties under contract, and I feed them to people like Joseph and others. Now, Joseph, what we have for you today is a duplex in Detroit. We have it at $178 for you. It's available at that price, and it is currently occupied at $3,065 per month, fully renovated.
$3,065 a month, fully renovated.
178,000. You're probably looking at a 28% cash on cash occupied.
What's the zip code?
48238. I know you're looking to avoid 48205.
Yep. Send me the address over. How long do we have to walk the property and do due diligence?
We have just got verbal offer accepted, so you have unlimited time as of right now, but we're going to sign the contract. I'm going to send it to you. Give me your reaction to these photos online, because they have renovated it with Butcher Block, and Butcher Block is it's a more expensive type of renovation for the countertops. They have glossed hardwood floors, luxury bathroom, luxury cabinets. They've kind of done it up to the nines, so it's kind of an exceptional deal. Let's find out. Angel is the student who sourced this. Do you know if they're cash or Section 8 tenants?
They're Section 8 tenants getting the full amount paid each month by the government. And they've actually signed a 2-year lease. So they're in there for 2 years.
Okay.
We're going to make this happen?
Too good to be true, Richard. This sounds too good to be true. I don't know if I want this deal. It sounds too good to be true.
The only thing is only thing that could get fucked up now is going to be your condition. But as I look at it, it looks stellar.
Yeah, we just have our PM walk it. If he gives us the thumbs up, and we're good to go. And in all realness, it is a little on the high side of how we buy these duplexes. But that being said, the Section 8 paying full amount and 2 years sign on is an absolute win. The only thing that matters now is if it's fully turnkey, if there's no additional rehab costs or whatever.
Check your text.
But I think it's an absolute win.
Check those photos on there really quick while I got you on the phone. I'm going to turn this into a viral video.
I'm looking as we speak.
While you're doing that, I'm going to calculate the cash on cash return for those that are watching. So, Joseph, I used 15% off the top when we're fully occupied because we have no vacancy. So I'm gonna peg it as 2605 coming in. Your buy price is 178. Your down payment on 178 is 35.6, right? 35.6. You're probably looking at, because it's a higher price, you're probably looking at 6.5%. So you've got about a $920 monthly payment and a $300 taxes and insurance. 920 plus 300 is 1220. So I'm going to subtract 1220 from 2,605. That's giving us, you're netting 1,385 per month, even after 15% off the top and using 300 for taxes and insurance. Yearly, you're making 16,623. If you divide that by your total cost of entry, and I'm going to use 10 for closing costs, you're looking at 45.6 entry. So let's divide that by 45.6. Your cash on cash return fully occupied is 36%. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it.
That's what I love to hear. Yeah, send it over to me. Or you did. I already sent to my property manager, so that's an absolute slam dunk, Richard. And that's why I love when you call me with that. I can thank you for your work. That's what you sent over to me. So
for the next 2.5 hours, I'm going to cold call nonstop until I get another one.
My man, appreciate you. Thank you.
Talk soon. Bye-bye. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, dude. That's what I'm talking about. That's a house listed at $197,000. He gets it at $170,000. It's a discount that would have a buyer saying, wow, you've really put in your legwork for me, as people don't typically accept that sort of discount off the bat. So he probably made at least 5 to 10 phone calls, and he also has phenomenal income on the property. What makes this a deal is how it blows the stock market out of the park. The stock market cannot compete with an investment like this. Fully renovated, fully occupied, 2-year long-term leases. It more than triples the stock market on an average year for the stock market. Beyond that, you can write off massive amounts of your taxes with the new accelerated depreciation policy that we're seeing right now. So for everybody watching, here's the takeaway. I have thousands and thousands of these buyers. What do they produce for us? These. I show these every single day. These are finder's fees. Each one is a check. We'll pick a random check. Pick a random check. Shit. $4,000. $4,000. So where does that come from? And how much did he just made? He just made $8,000. That guy is going to sell his deal for $8,000. Now, instead of going out and finding buyers, guys, they've been DMing me for 4 or 5 years, coming up on 6 years now. And I've saved every single message that they have sent me. I've saved every single contact that they have sent me. We now know exactly what they're looking for. They're looking for occupied properties, cash flowing above that of the stock market. And if we can secure those, of which there are 3 million listed for sale on Zillow, I mean, how many phone calls do you make to get that, man?
I'm gonna be honest. I tried calling once, and she didn't answer. She told me to text her, and that was on Friday. And she didn't respond the whole weekend. I followed up on Monday, and she basically told me our previous seller, his lender caught him trying to buy 2 properties at once, and yeah, she gave me the deal. And I've only been in this group for a little bit over a week now, so.
You didn't even speak with her? You texted her?
Yep, I just texted her.
You ever seen an $8,000 check before?
Nope.
It's about time. Chat, link is in my bio for Hold My Hand Wholesale. Okay. So that's what we're after. That's what we're after. Lock that thing up right now. I'm bringing you up tomorrow to solidify the sale, okay?
Yeah, I just have a few questions because I have the contract. Just like a few things I want to fix. I was gonna ask you in the name. Should I put my name and or signs or ask her to do that because she already kind of put that in there for me?
We cannot mention we don't tell the agent to put in an assignment clause because all contracts are assignable by default. All contracts are assignable by default, meaning that you don't have to say anything about an assignment clause. So I wouldn't say anything about the assignment. I would sign your name on that contract. The only thing that we need is a 6 business day inspection period with $2,000 of non-refundable EMD submitted post-inspection.
Okay, yeah, she has 10 calendar days on the contract. Is that fine?
Unbelievable. All we need is EMD post-inspection. Inspection can be shorter than that if they have a problem post-inspection.
Okay, yeah. That's probably gonna be the only thing I'll tell her about because she has to do on signing. So I'll probably just ask her to.
Yeah, say hey, we don't need that long. I just need to get my contractor to walk the property. It'll take us a couple days. I just need earnest money submitted post-inspection.
Okay, cool. Got it.
Yeah. And you can tell her the reason for that is you've had a plethora of properties recently that you have committed to and submitted EMD on, and then you had to claw back your EMD when they were in bad condition, and you don't want to have to do that again.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Thank you. I'm going to set a reminder to bring you up tomorrow so that we can finalize this, okay?
Hi, Rich.
Hey, I know we're trying to slow down on these, but there was just a crazy one. Right off the bat, and I have a different demeanor than my typical enthusiasm that we're seeing. So this guy, he's like a couple days into the community. He didn't even call somebody. He texted them, and I just sold this deal for $8,000 in cash.
Sweet. You want to post that for our shorts now?
I do, actually, yes. And I really only want to post them if they're slam dunks like this.
Gotcha. All right, sounds good.
Also, it doesn't have to be tomorrow, but I get the sense that attention spans are shortening, and I want to try to aim to make videos closer to, 45 seconds to a minute and a half.
Okay. I'll see what I can do with the clip.
Okay, it doesn't need to be this. It doesn't need to be this one. It doesn't need to be this one. But keep that in mind.
Gotcha. Well done.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Bye. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Remind me to bring up Angel M. Ah, shit. Hello?
Hey, man. Is there anything I can help with for Clearview? Airbnb thing?
I've actually got it done. It's if you check my Instagram right now, it's stunning. The only thing is the smell, and we're working on it.
The only thing is the what?
The smell. The contractor ground the devil's lettuce into the carpet that he laid down, and then he proceeded to smoke ciggies day and night in there until it reeked. So we are having the walls repainted and we are having the carpet scrubbed.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But is it listed on Airbnb?
Actually, there is one thing you can do. Create an Airbnb account for us. We need, yeah, we need an Airbnb account.
Okay. I'll set that up right now.
Thanks. We'll need to have photos taken, but Tanisha can do that. She's phenomenal. And yeah,
Okay.
I think
I'll
that
just
could
get set
happen.
up.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you got it, man.
Bye-bye. So my reminder got cut off. Bring up Angel M tomorrow at 2 p.m. Remind me.
Okay, I added it.
It's in the Poconos, Hayden. It's in Pennsylvania. It's on Mount Pocono. Angel, I'm gonna put you back in the audience, and I'm gonna start ripping some calls, man. Is there anything else I can help you out with?
No, there was just that one realtor yesterday, but I think that deal's pretty much dead.
One realtor from which deal is pretty much dead?
This guy that basically told me I sent him an offer and he was like, "This is not your proof of funds, you're not Richard Taylor." And then he pretty much just degraded me and said, I subscribe to your Discord and buy Box Cartel.
You know, I would allocate energy to this today to bully him, but honestly, I'm just not in the mood. I'm sorry. Typically,
Yeah.
I would do something about that, but I just think it's a
Yeah, no worries.
distraction. I'm gonna see if I can lock something up. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good. Appreciate your time, Richard. Thank you.
Absolutely. Talk soon. Very good job on that deal. The main thing that made that sell is your occupied rent and your condition. So look for that again.
Yeah, and that's why I locked it up.
Stellar.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good job. Keep pushing. Bye-bye. OB3, I understand that your agent is available for a call again. She's interested in structuring something creative. I also have a call with Matthew today. I'm trying to lower the down payment by $5K so that we can get a $15,000 finder's fee. I'm going to go ahead and give your agent a call again on the quadplex. It does look like it's pretty interesting. She texts you, say she's available, then she didn't respond? Agents, man.
Hello, you have reached Kathy Torres with Cooper Sotheby's International Realty. I am currently out like a dream come true in real estate. Leave your name and number, and I'll get back to you faster than you can say sold. Have a great day.
Sold. Hi, Kathy. My name is Richard Taylor. You've been speaking to my acquisitions manager regarding a property on East Alameda Street. This looks interesting. I've got a number of these around Texas and San Antonio, Houston, and the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I love this. This is great, assuming that we can get it on the right terms. I understand that your seller is going through some hardship. Sorry to hear about that. Hopefully, we can take this off their plate and come to a deal that makes sense to all parties involved. I don't know too much about this. My acquisitions manager has said that you guys are willing to structure something creative to get it done. I'd love to hop on a phone call and find out what the best solution for the both of us is. Thank you so much for your time. Talk soon.
Thanks so much, Rich. Appreciate you, man.
Sorry about that. I'll keep trying.
Appreciate you.
So I'm going to throw this into my sheet and I'm going to see if I can make something happen from scratch today, guys. So let's jump onto a call. I've got two people in mind who I should call here. I've got a house in Arizona. Does anybody live in Arizona? Would you like a house? I think I'm about to convince this seller to give me his house. He's not going to take a down payment. It's in Surprise, Arizona. What do we think about Surprise, Arizona? I've never been to Arizona. Will people tell me what they think about Surprise? What do we think, guys? I'm going to share my screen on this too. We like Surprise. Okay, older area. I'm here. Okay. Well, I don't want to jinx it, guys, but I'm going to try to get this guy to give me his house. He has about $30,000 of equity in it, but I think he's pretty tired of it. He sent me a text saying, "I'm tired of this effing house." And I'm pretty sure he's done with it. As you can see, it's a luxury property. It's over $500,000. And a lot of people don't know this, but you can get houses for $0 down. If any of you are renting right now, you need only go on to Lightning Leads and find low equity sellers who are either on or off market and pitch what I'm about to pitch right now. So this is a mortgage takeover call. This is my third phone call of the day, or maybe second, I can't count. And we're going to jump into it right now. I have no idea what's going to happen. Hey man, how you doing?
Hey, sorry about the gym. I'm good. How are you?
No worries. Is now an okay time to talk? If not, I can put you on the back end of my call list.
No, it's cool. I don't want to. I don't know how long you'll be, so no, it's all good.
Yeah, sorry about that, man. I've got kind of a hectic schedule. I'll try to make this really quick. I wanted to figure out if we're going to make something happen. I know we've been kind of going back and forth for a couple months now. I'll just tell you what I think is going to happen. I think that if you allocate even a small portion towards closing costs, if not the full amount, we'll be able to find somebody who wants to live in this permanently as like their homestead residence, not a rental property, not an investment, somebody who wants to live in here. I'm also willing to introduce you to them, get their credit score, and make sure that you're comfortable with this individual. But that's kind of what I think is going to happen. I'd say I have 60 to 70% confidence in it.
So okay, I thought you were planning us to resell this. Like, do I need to know who they are if you're reselling?
Do you need to know who they are? What do you mean?
Well, so like, I know I'm part of your like creative financing team.
Oh, sure. I don't need to introduce you to them. I just thought that you might want to know the person that buys the property.
No. So my question is, you're going to take it over, and you're not going to pay any closing costs because we're basically just transferring ownership in a way. But from there, I thought you were going to like sell to a retail buyer. Is that not true?
I am going to sell it to a retail buyer, but
not, that's fine.
I am going to sell it to a retail buyer, but the term is wholesale. So I'm going to wholesale it to a retail buyer. I'm essentially going to send you an agreement that allows me to act essentially for 1 week as somebody who's going to pair you with a retail buyer, and they're probably going to pay me a couple $1,000s to do so. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go live on my Instagram, go live on my TikTok, and I'm going to say, guys, what do we think about Surprise, Arizona? People are going to be like, oh my God, I like that area. And I'm going to say, what would you say if you could get a house there for $3K down? And they'd say impossible. And then I'd explain your situation. They'd say, oh my God, I'm interested. And then we would see if they're qualified to purchase the property and if they can afford the monthly payment.
Okay, cool. So I would still be staying on that trust, like, for 30 years until they refinance or until they sell. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct. However, the average time that people own houses in the United States is 7 to 10 years. So I wouldn't imagine that they're going to own it for 30 years.
Right. Yeah. No, I was saying, worst case. But still kind of like the intermediary even after they take over. Is that right?
I'm out of the deal after they take over. However, if you run into any issues whatsoever, I'm more than happy to facilitate. However, I haven't run into it. The closest thing that I ran into as far as an issue in doing this in 5 years is I had one of our buyers die once. This was in Forney, Texas. The buyer bought a property and it was in Forney, Texas. The property went up about $50,000 in value during the time that they owned it. It was like 3.5 years or so. They sold the property again. The realtor got another fee. And because interest rates were different and the market had changed in that area, they just had to sell it normally. So that's the only thing I've seen happen in doing this type of deal.
Okay. So, part two, if you're selling to somebody else and I'm still, technically on the mortgage, are they they're not building equity in any way? If they lose payment, if they miss 2 payments.
That's correct. And that's, I just sold my house in Texas like this. And that's exactly what I told them. I said, I'm going to let you pay my mortgage for me. And my name is on that mortgage. It's a house in San Antonio. I sold it for about $300,000. And I said to them, but if you miss payments for 2 months at any period of time, whether it's 8 years down the line, 3 years down the line, 10 years down the line, house is mine again. And you sign this document saying that you're okay with that. And that's kind of a scary thing for the buyer because, yeah, I will steal all of their equity and I will be happy to do so.
Yeah. And so if they go and sell on their own terms, they never miss a payment, but they sell it in 2 years, they get all the equity and I'm totally done, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
So interest rates are
fine.
going down right now, and if interest rates
Right.
happen to hit the fours, you're going to see an explosion in Arizona. And they might decide to capitalize on that equity. I would imagine that could be in 2 to 3 years, but maybe they hold it on for 7 to 10 years, the normal amount of time.
Are they eligible to refinance after owning for 6 months?
You can refinance after owning for any period of time, given that it's not your loan, it's somebody else's loan. However, they don't have the equity to refinance. That as somebody who lives in the house, you could probably pull out as much as you owe on the property right now, or maybe a little less than that. So they just wouldn't have the equity to do so unless we saw a boom in the market. Yeah.
So if you're selling at like say 510, you're taking 10 grand. They're buying for 510. You're selling for 500. Do they need 5%? Well, yeah, 5% equity of 510 before they're eligible to refinance. Is that right?
I'm sorry.
Basically,
would you rephrase that again?
Yeah, I'm sorry. My question is more like, if I do this selling deal, interest rates when I bought this property are actually higher than they are now. So what's stopping them from just refinancing after 3 months? Like, why don't they have that equity?
So in 2008, people were granted these loans called ninja loans, and they were essentially 100% coverage loans where they financed the entire amount without checking credit. And that caused a problem because normally the bank's recourse is, if you stop making payments, I'll take the house back. And because you put down 10, 20, 30%, I can sell it and make that money back. However, if they grant a refinance for the entire amount of the property, a refinance isn't just to lower your rate. It's also, you need to have the equity necessary to do so. So it's not just that there's a difference in rate in the market. You need to have the equity to do so. So these guys, they just wouldn't have the equity at this time to do that.
So they're effectively, it's not a USDA loan, but USDA is, allowing you to do 0% down. So let's just use that as the intermediary definition. They're basically buying with 0% down. So after 2 years, they're going to have 3% equity, and then they'll be eligible to refi into like an FHA if they bring that last 0.5% in cash. Is that right?
It's like looking at a crystal ball, man. The market may flatline, the market may go down, the market may go up. I also couldn't even predict what that individual was going to do. But yeah, in theory, they could refinance. It is possible.
Okay.
If they have the equity to do so.
I was making sure I'm following. They're effectively buying with 0% equity.
Yes, that's right. And they're aware of that. And that's why we have to give it to them for no down payment. That's why I can't offer you your equity, because this is a scenario that's not exactly desirable, so to speak, as you've experienced.
Yeah, no, this all makes sense. I'm on board with all of this. The thing that I'm wondering about is, if I inherit this property again because they missed payments for 60 days, my credit score just went from 800 to a 680. So is there any way that I could say, okay, at day 29, before it even gets reported to the credit bureau, I have the ability to step in and make this payment? If I make 2 payments in a row, it's mine again. But if recover,
if you make the payment for them and you stop your credit from taking a hit, but that guy did not take the payment, that is still a default. That's still a default, and we can absolutely write that into the contract. So yeah, in theory, you could protect yourself. You could be like, hey, you didn't pay that, I'm paying that, but that doesn't mean that it's been paid. You're giving me this house back, and it's not that they're giving it to you. They've signed a document forfeiting their right to foreclosure. It's called a deed of trust.
Let's do it then. Yeah, done. If we can make sure that if I make more than 2 payments, which is 60 days worth of payments, that I get that house back, regardless of the order of those payments, if I haven't been refunded or reimbursed, then I'm fine with this.
100%. This is how I sell my properties too. It's a bit of a headache, but I really hope that they mess up, man.
Yeah, well, no, that's what, 2 years from now, the market will have recovered more than where it's at now, and I'll just sell for the equity.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm totally fine with that. I just want to make sure that I have the ability to get reimbursed for that payment. And if not, then if I make 2 payments, doesn't need to be in parallel. If it's one at month 7 and one at month 18, and they never paid me back for month 7, then I should be able to take over that property again. Is that,
yes?
Are we same page?
And I want this to be included into my contract with you guys. So what I'm going to do, stay on the line for another 30 seconds or so. I'm going to merge in my transaction coordinator. If you express your concern to her, she will 100% make sure that happens.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Let me merge her in really quickly. One moment.
Okay.
No dilly-dallying today. Straight locked in. We're making some money. Make it happen. You remove emotion from this process, guys. It works a lot better.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
She didn't pick up, but I'm going to put you guys in a group chat, and I'm going to say that you'd like to hop on a brief phone call to kind of explain what you'd like to be included in the contract, because all of that can be written in.
Okay. Cool. I don't think, did you answer all my other questions already, man?
Via text, yes.
Okay. Good cost. What's the likelihood that I don't need to pay that? And if I do, then like, what are typical closing costs? Is it 1% of purchase price, or like, what are we looking at here?
Well, if you were willing to allocate $3K towards closing, it would be a much easier pill to swallow for an end buyer here, because we're looking at $6,000 in closing. I'm going to ask somebody for $3K to step into my position on this contract. So if I can go to them and I say this entire house is $6K to enter it, entire property $6K. I mean, I have no doubt in my mind that somebody in my following would pick it up. However, if you're like, I don't really want to do that, I want to roll the dice, see what happens. Yeah, that's fine. We can shoot our shot and see if I'm able to secure somebody.
Would you have a community enhancement fee on the HOA that's like 1% of sale price or 2%? It's something egregious. I think that's only when it transfers to a new buyer officially. Is that going to get triggered?
No, because you're still on the trust.
Okay, cool. And this is not going to trigger any due at.
It's not technically a sale. It's like you're adding on your family member to your trust to make the payments for you because you've become inept.
Okay, no, that was my understanding. I just wanted to triple check. So okay, understood. I love it. Thank you.
Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and put you in a group chat with my transaction coordinator. She'll have an agreement over to you. Do understand that it's hypothetical until I find the buyer. Do you want me to have you paying $3K towards closing costs, or we want to put that on the buyer?
Is it possible to say it's negotiable up to $3K or something like that? Or is that
I'm not the buyer, so I'm not negotiating with you. I'm just saying it's more likely to happen if you do that. However, it's possible. What seen it happen if you don't do that, but it just increases the chances and the desirability of the deal.
And at what point does this property come back to me if you cannot find the buyer?
Oh, I'm not buying the property off of you with this contract. This is just an agreement that says that I can market it.
Oh, I hear you. Okay.
Yeah, think of me as a realtor with 1 million followers that can make shit happen a lot faster.
So in the meantime, I'm still paying the mortgage. Yes.
And closing, like when you bought this property, will take 30 days. So I'm going to take probably a 7-day period of time to identify somebody. I may not. I'm hoping that I can, but I can't say with certainty that I will. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But I do think it's worth a shot, and I have done it successfully in the past.
And last thing, in the meantime, can I keep this on the market the way it is?
Oh now? Yeah. I don't care. It's nice. We get to see the photos. If you find somebody, cool. Dude, this is like my Discord makes 7K a day. Like if you find somebody who's like, hey, I want to buy this the normal way, I will not prevent you from doing so. I will walk away. My biggest value out here is making content out of this to show people that yes, you can get a house for $0 down without having to qualify for it. So this is more of a content play than a money play for me. But if you get your desired outcome, somebody who wants to do this the normal way on market, great, work with them, no problem.
Okay. Can I text you back on that 3K or not in like 10 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Thank you.
Talk soon. Bye-bye. Deal number 1 secured.
Welcome to the message.
Hi, Mia. I just gave you a call about the properties you have. Let me know if that's something you'd like to discuss. Thank you. OB3, this next one's for you. Nobody try to touch this deal. I'm sharing my screen as a demonstration.
This is Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. My name is Richard Taylor. I just left you a voicemail about Alameda Street. My acquisitions manager told me that I should hop on a call with you about this one, see if we could figure something out.
Yes.
Okay. So what can you tell me about this? We got a quadplex. Are we occupied? Looks renovated.
It's not occupied. It hasn't been since I purchased it a couple years ago. She did purchase it on the intentions of renting those out, but she never got that far. Her husband was diagnosed with cancer, and so she's been she hadn't been dealing with it, so she just had to sell. That's why it's on the market.
Totally understand.
They live in Dallas, and it's like 6 hours from where this property is located.
Yeah. I own a number of them right around here, and honestly, I'd love to pick this thing up. I don't know about Rockport, Texas. What is Rockport, Texas? Is that a populated area?
It's a very popular area. It's like a mini Florida, but like mini. We're like 12,000 population, and then we're on the coast. So
Oh yeah, I see
there's
that now. How's
yeah,
it
so we're on the coast. So we do, some areas do get flooded, some do not. So this particular property does not get flooded. It's not near the water, but anything that's near the water or on the water sometimes does get flooded. It depends on elevation. So Rockport is kind of weird. There's some elevations that are above the sea level, which is 8 foot is the base. And anything above that is great. It's not required to have insurance because then you're in the X zone, which means not at risk. But anything in the AE zone, you have to have flood insurance.
Understood. So this is not on that FEMA flood zone map?
No, not at all.
Got it. Because that's really my only concern when it comes to adding something like this to my portfolio. The condition looks great. I'm sure we wouldn't have a problem finding tenants here. And you guys are just south of Houston, right?
We are south of Houston. Yes, we're between Corpus Christi and Houston.
Great. Perfect. Okay. You know of any issues with the property that
I was just gonna tell you when you said it looks like
soft
it's in great
floors,
shape. It's
right?
not. Yes, there is soft floors. It's an older duplex, fourplex. I mean, and when the seller purchased it, she was not aware of any. She didn't have it inspected because the realtor at that time told her that everything was fine when it really wasn't, and then it was till after the fact. And whenever she had the first renter moved in, and the renter was like, "Hey, there's some soft spots in the kitchen area, and I'm afraid I'm going to fall through." And so she sent her nephew to go look at it, and sure enough, he said it was. And
wow.
So then we reduced the price because she's like, "Well, I don't have the money to do any repairs. I just want to sell it as is." So we reduced the price, and we've had some offers. We had one just recently, but she backed out just because she needed to live in one while the other ones were getting repaired. So that meant all of them. The contractor said all of them had to be repaired at the same time.
Understood.
So,
now, what's causing that? Is that dry rot? Do we know about that? I'm not much of a contractor.
Yeah, so apparently there was a leak. I'm not sure if, honestly, I'm not even sure if there was even a leak. I think, because it's on pier and beam. And so when moisture gets trapped underneath, then whatever, like if there's no insulation, then that
the plywood gets soft, and then it becomes, wet, and then over time it starts to get it doesn't deteriorate, it just gets real soft, and then just like almost crumbles. But it hasn't done that, but it just, I think with the refrigerator being in there, and then it had the soft areas, I think it just finally gave in. It's what we're thinking, because that's what the inspector said. Because it's only where the refrigerator is that it kind of sunk in a little.
Did you guys get a quote by chance? Because it sounds like we're gonna have to maybe open it up to the studs and kind of repair some of that stuff.
Yes, we did get a quote, and the guy that did it, his name is Mark White. He's a contractor and an inspector, and he said it's probably going to be close to $100,000. So, with that being said, she was willing to reduce the price we have it at $410, and she would reduce it to $350.
Okay. 100,000 fixing the floors. Yeah, that's a lot, huh? And it really
well, that's just one. Yeah, that's just one bid. And this he was just, without really, ordering the materials and really, getting down to the nitty gritty, he just off the top of his head. Now, he said it could be less, but he just was over budgeting it just in case. So it could, could be less, but he didn't think it'd be more than 100 is what he told me.
I wonder
we could
would have it be 100,000, because I fix and flip on the other side of the country. I fix and flip in Detroit, and I buy the shittiest of shitty houses, but I've never seen anything like that.
Well, I will tell you, now that I remember, it was because she wanted to redo the bathrooms as well.
Interesting.
And the bathrooms don't really need to be redone. It's just to her taste. Like they're still in good shape. So I did forget about that part. So I'm thinking maybe that was the case, but I can get that same contractor to go out there and give us a bid on just the flooring. And then
I wonder if we could use another contractor, get a second opinion on that. Because I'm just thinking about it. Like, if I had to open up the floors and I had to go down to the studs and I had to take out a stud or two and I had to support it, it probably wouldn't be $100,000 or even like 50,000. It would probably be like 30K or something like that. Which because when I hear 100, I'm thinking like I would pass this off to my buddy who's local to the area. Because full transparency, I live in Oregon. I own in Texas, but I do turnkey in Texas, so I never go out there. So I would say that my buddy who lives out there, I would simply pass off the contract to him if it were $100,000 fix. However, if it it could be attained for maybe 30, 40, maybe that's a pill I could swallow. I'm gonna tell you what. Would you mind sending out another contractor to get a second opinion there, and then we can have another chat about this?
Yeah, absolutely. I can do that.
Okay, yeah, because I'd hate to put something numbers right now and just realize, wow, that's just not something we could handle here. But I'll tell you what, let's when should we chat? Maybe this time next week?
This time next week would be great, and I'll call our builder, who's a friend of ours. I'll see if he can send one of his contractors out there.
Huge. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's very helpful.
Yeah. Okay, no worries.
Talk soon, okay?
All right. Well, okay, very good. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
That's a mystery. I don't know what's going to happen there. It's a mystery to me. I'm not a GC. I don't manage my own rehabs. I just don't know. We'll look into it further. Not really sure what's going to happen there. It's really interesting because the house is just great. It's just awesome. It's a great property. Except for that. So, I'm going to connect. I'm going to connect my TC with the deal that I just got. And we're going to see if we can make something happen. I'm not done yet, guys. Don't leave. I'm going to make more calls. I'm not done. I need to send this message. Hey guys, there's an address 16232 West Mariposa Grande in Surprise, Arizona. It's a beautiful property, and we're gonna try to wholesale it here. The only thing that I'm waiting on from the seller is as to whether or not he'll contribute to closing costs. I've asked him to split closing costs with the buyer here. I've explained the trust, the credit scenario, all of that. He's spoken to our loan underwriter. He's ready to go. In fact, we initially spoke months ago, but we're ready to move forward now. He's going to let us know imminently whether or not he will pay half of closing costs to make sure this thing gets done. Anyways, $0 down. As to whether or not he'll pay half, he'll let us know. Any other details? I don't know, but he'll send his name and his email for contract below. Now, guys, I'm going to briefly speak to a buyer about this. My friend Jason. Hi, Jason.
Hey, Richard, what's up?
How you doing?
Doing well. It's hot outside.
In Hermiston?
Yeah.
What's the temperature?
87.
Geez, we had 87 degrees on Sunday, and now it's back at our normal like 60. But
Oh, gosh. I was like that.
yeah. So yeah, this house in Arizona is really nice. What do you wanted to know something about it?
Yeah, I just popped in and I saw it and I was like, I just got one in Arizona and I was doing a couple car washes a couple weeks ago. What are they asking? How much did you?
It seems like they're asking for 6 to 9K, depending on whether or not they'll pay closing costs.
Okay.
That would be your all in. That's with closing costs. So I got the seller to agree to I want 3K, right? I got the seller to agree to $0 down. He's probably going to he's probably going to pay half of it. I think he will. I think he'll pay half of closing costs, which would mean that you have 3K closing costs, 3K fee. So 6K would be your low end entry to buy this $527,000 house, according to PropStream. And 9K would be your high end if he declines to pay closing costs. However, I think he will.
Oh, ooh. Yeah. Find out. I'll take it.
I'd love to do a deal with you. It would be great. It's been a long time coming.
I will put the tenant buyer right into that immediately.
Great. Yeah, right. You told me about your strategy, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Good. Okay, I think your payments on this are like 38 or 4 maybe. I think the P&I is lower than that. It's 32. P&I is 32, but oh wait, taxes and insurance are jack shit in Arizona. I thought we were in Texas. Okay, yeah.
Right.
So you're looking at, what is that? 300, 450, call it 500. I think you pay 3,700. I think you pay $3,700 monthly for this, which is not bad for a 500K house. But it has luxury fixtures, man. I'm tempted to pick this up too, because you told me about that strategy. But no, I'll stick with my word. Yeah, okay. That house is gone. We're gonna find out whether your entry is 6 or 9K, as if it makes man cash flowing 200K a month on his mobile home parks. But he says, "Oh stop, oh stop." But yes.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a good class yesterday?
Dude, it was crazy. It was fun, and we always have fun. Then I had a jury duty saying that my wife was bailing me out of. Luckily, she did. But I had to call the courthouse immediately, so I had to bounce because they wanted confirmation. So yeah, anyway, but yeah, it was great, man. And I hop on after hours all the time, man. And we just people just start showing up, and it's like, man, it's awesome. Classes all day long if you want.
People would like to know about you. People want to know about your strategy. They want to know about what you're going to do with this.
Oh yeah, tenant buyers, which if you're old school like myself, that would have been a lease option to buy. What I'm going to do with this property, since it is 37, I'm pretty sure I can get easy 38 out of it, no problem. I'm going to have a tenant buyer. I'll probably ask 10% down, non-refundable. That goes right into my pocket, so I can pay for my new jet skis. And they're going to have a 2-year contract, so they can either fix their credit up, save up some money, whatever they want to do. They got 2 years, and in those 2 years, they're paying the $3,800, so the mortgage covered. I've got my cash up front. And when that hits, they do decide to buy, that hits escrow. Escrow just gives me a phone call and goes, they say they gave me X amount down payment. I say, yes, they did. Escrow goes, thank you, hangs up, and they go through with their process. Now, if they default, then I have enough money saved aside from my non-refundable down payment where I can pay that for a month or two, worst case 3, no problem, and find another tenant buyer. And by that time, my interest and everything on the home is more. And so now instead of like a 50K, I might get a 56 or a 60K non-refundable down payment, and I'll rinse and repeat if it happens.
There's another aspect to this, and he brushed over it briefly, but he's going to give them the option to buy it outright, aren't you? You're gonna maybe do a 2 or 3 year contract, and you're gonna say, I will give you the option to buy this outright, and your equity payments are paying down a hypothetical amount that you can choose to execute on later.
Absolutely.
But 9 times out of 10, they don't choose to buy it. So you know what that means? He'll get a down payment and another down payment and another down payment and another down payment as he's building equity while writing off massive amounts from his taxes because of accelerated depreciation and cost segregation. So it's not a cash flow machine for him. It's a tax play, an equity play because of the location, Phoenix Metro. And then it's also just a big producer of $50,000. And just every couple of years it spits out $50,000, which is more than you get in cash flow, and the taxes are minimal given the location. So yeah, it's powerful, guys. It's powerful. So we got a guy in my chat who's doxing my childhood house. It's that thing sold in 2019. Go ahead, put the full address in there if it gets you a little bit more attention, man. What I would say, dude, is create something for yourself rather than trying to, dox me to get momentary attention, But do go ahead and post the full address in there. Go ahead. Anyways, let's go ahead and make more calls. And
thanks, Richard. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Should I call the seller and say I found my buyer? Actually, no, because then he won't. Then no.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
He's deciding on 3K out of his pocket right now. Let's let him.
Yeah,
sweat it out.
you're right about that. You're right about that.
Yeah, let me know. Keep me posted.
Are you on TRT? No. Okay, where's the guy who we spoke to initially, Angel? He wants to walk your property. Where's Angel? So remember the deal that we sold for $8,000? Need to come up, POF verification. If your deal's a deal, I'll give it to you. Dude, this guy says we were neighbors SMH, but his previous comment is, quote unquote, I bet Clark's favorite child was Marissa. As in, I bet your father's favorite child is your sister. Why am I entertaining this? You're blocked, for sure. Go create a new account and come back for more attention, okay, King? Good job. God damn. Do you take roids? No. Here's how you know. Does it look like I shave my neck or my chin or the side of my face at all? No. So what happens when you take roids, there'd be crazy shave marks right here. What happens when you take roids is your hair growth goes absolutely insane. You get all this acne. My neck would be wider. I'd have all these like shave marks on my neck from like crazy hair growth. It would just be insane. Anyways, I'm gonna talk to Angel briefly here. Angel, they want to walk the property tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Do you think you could sign the contract or do you think you could say, hey, can we walk the property tomorrow at 5:30? We want to make this happen right now.
Yeah, I think if the realtor gets back to me after she makes those changes, the EMD I could sign hopefully by tomorrow. Yeah, I can let you know though.
We don't honestly, we can do EMD probably. Let me hold on. Let me call and ask. It's for an $8,000 check. Do you wholesale in Las Vegas? From time to time, yes, but not often. Only when there's a desirable low equity house.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone.
Okay. Ask that, and then is that EST? I think that's EST. Ask them, Angel, if we can get our buyer into not our buyer, our contractor. Can we get our contractor in tomorrow at 5:30? Mr. Angel?
Say that one more time. Sorry, you cut off a little bit.
Say, hey, can we get our contractor in tomorrow at 5:30? It'll shorten the amount of time in which we can submit EMD. We just need to walk first, then we should be good to go.
Okay, do you still want me to ask her to move EMD post inspection?
EMD post inspection, but say if we get our contractor in, we can probably just submit it within a couple days. Say within a couple days.
Okay, cool. I'll ask her.
Thank you. I think you're gonna get it, dude. He wants it. I think you're gonna get it. How much time left on Leander? Mora, I think I've got a number of weeks since EMD is in. I'm technically on track to close, so they can't really back out. I haven't violated the contract at all. Do you buyers in Portland? I live in Portland, Oregon, but I don't do deals in Portland because, well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anybody who does deals in Portland. The closest person I know to doing deals in Portland is my buddy Josh and John. They run a wholesale and fix and flip operation, but they do deals in Springfield and Eugene, Oregon, which is interesting. Seller finance in Hawaii. I have seen it. We had a $45,000. Mora, I will do whatever you want if we can make that happen. We had a $45,000 closing from student Braden Tinkman. I don't remember. But Braden Tink, his username is Tink on Discord. He wholesaled one for $45,000 in that's right, Mora. He wholesaled, just like they say on Instagram, for $45,000 in Honolulu, Hawaii, and it was a damn condo too. He says, like I said, it depends on the title. Next week, sure, 2 months from now, I don't want to commit 3K on top of the other pay. Hey, quick question.
Hey, Richard, what's up?
If we get you in tomorrow and it looks all good, could you submit EMD in a couple of days? Agent is pushing back once short EMD timeline after you walk.
Is it not refundable EMD?
I think we could do it. I think we could have an inspection period in which it will.
Make sure it's inspection period. Make sure it's appraisal contingency.
Okay. So you need one appraisal. That's a financing contingency. That's part of it.
Yeah, that's right. Finance contingency.
You would need a financing contingency, and you need an inspection contingency, but we can submit EMD, likely the day after our a couple days. We'll say a couple days. Likely
a couple days. So if tomorrow's Wednesday, then say we can submit EMD, latest next Monday, or latest this Friday.
Okay. I will have the wholesaler relay that to the agent, and we'll make it happen.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Talk soon. Bye-bye. So yeah, we need a financing contingency. So this essentially means EMD would be refundable within our inspection period, but we can get it in very quickly. So we can get EMD in a couple of days. We just need it to be refundable during our inspection. But Angel, we're going to talk tomorrow and finalize that. You might be in the money.
All right, sounds good, Richard. Can you message me that on DMs?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
In fact, I'll write your message. Actually, we can submit EMD within a few days. It would need to be refundable within our inspection period, and if our finance, just in case there's issues, our contractor finds. Beyond that, I just need a financing contingency. It's not that we don't have the cash liquid, it's that sometimes appraisals come in low. And then with that, I will also include a screenshot of my bank account showing multiples of the purchase price. Okay. This is from today, today's date, top right. That's there. Go ahead and relay that.
All right, got it, Richard. Thank you.
Where's Jason? Jason, I just got verbal on this. RR. He agreed. 6K for the whole house, Arizona. I'll call him.
Yes, sir.
He just agreed.
Wow. Send me the info.
I will merge you in with Lexi, and she will go ahead and get this assigned simultaneously. So what's going to happen is he's going to sign contract. It'll be assigned to you, and which is absolutely insane. I can't believe you're getting this for 6K, dude. That's so dirty.
Yeah, it's the name of the game.
Goddamn. Okay. I'm looping you in now.
Perfect.
Talk soon. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.
I feel like people don't even realize the scale of what just happened. You know, there's a couple angles to look at it. There's the seller exiting the house when he's in a shitty position. There is the buyer buying a house for 6K, and there's me making $3,000 in 2 calls. Their lender won't go for it. It's a short sale. Thomas, it's a short sale. Why not ask more than the 3K? He's my, where's your gay pearl necklace? It's in the kitchen. I'm not asking more than 3K because he's a friend and I'd rather get it done.
Has been forwarded to voicemail.
If my TC would pick up, that'd be so fire. Next call. Next call is for a quadplex in Texas. Somebody says nobody likes you. Okay. I'm from Nigeria. It is so hard because I can't join Hold My Hand Wholesale. I know. I would say maybe at least a couple people follow me. Here's my TC. Hey, I just wanted to break down the situation for you.
Sure.
I just got the seller to agree, $0 down, and he pays $3K closing costs. He wants to put some stipulations in the contract regarding it to be it's returned to him if there's a default. He's gonna text those to you, and then Jason
So it has
is
to be a trust.
huh?
So this has to be a trust.
I'm so sorry, you cut out again. What was that?
We're putting the property in a trust, right?
Yeah, this is the TAA.
Okay.
And then I also have a buyer. He's a trusted buyer, really good buyer. Definitely going to close. His name is Jason Ellis. He's a group leader in Hold My Hand Wholesale. And yeah, I this is great. This is done start to finish in probably 30 minutes.
Literally epic. Legendary.
And I know it's just ridiculous.
It's crazy. All
Um
you gotta do, Richard, is just make a couple calls and you just make a couple $1,000. It's crazy.
sometimes yes, sometimes no.
I know, but this is crazy. All right, well, yeah, let's get the ball rolling. I saw your text messages. I'll reply back to them. We'll get a contract out, get it done. He just wants verbiage in there to get the property back in the event of a default. Right?
Yeah, he wrote it out. I think there might be more, but he
okay.
wrote it out.
Yeah, I'll check it. And it's $0 down to the seller.
I also have
And the
another
seller's
one.
also paying $3K closing costs?
Yeah, he's paying $3K closing costs and $0 down.
Okay, let's run it.
Yeah.
Okay, where's the other one at?
The other
That you're
one's
working on?
in Texas. I've gotten verbal from the seller. I'm trying to push him to see if he'll take 5K less, but it's a deal at our agreement right now. But that's on a state approved contract. You won't need to send one, but we will have you TC it. Situation is similar to Val's with Long Pond. He is paying off a $250,000 mortgage and seller financing it to us.
Oh my gosh. Amazing.
Yeah.
No words, really.
Yeah, it's great. Anyways, that's gonna happen, and we'll keep rocking and rolling. I hear that
thanks for calling.
I hear that Gold Key is kind of popping off with brokerages right now.
Yeah, it is. I'm getting broker calls left and right. So hey, any students in the chat, if you're an agent, call me.
Goldkeytc.com. Thanks, Lexi.
Yeah, thanks guys. See ya.
Talk soon. Bye-bye. Okay. We're so locked in. We're so locked in, and I'm not done yet. Next.
Hello, this is Matthew.
Hey, Matthew. How you doing? It's Richard.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well. Looking to get that thing signed today. I think cash flow is a little less than I thought. I was thinking that I could up it to like 5,500, but yeah, you're probably at what you can get for the property. You do a pretty good job managing it. I wanted to see what you'd say if I hit you with 55K on it to make up the lost cash flow I've got.
I'd say no.
You say no. Okay. Okay, I'll hit you up soon.
Okay, sounds good.
Talk soon. Bye-bye. I'll give him a week to cook and then I'll call him back. Okay. Next. Oh, I still have 20 more minutes. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cold call Zillow listings until I get a yes. I'm going to do Memphis today, and I'm going to focus on houses that have been sitting on market for hundreds of days. Hey, TikTok, can you do me a favor? TikTok, lock in for 1 second. If you're under the impression that this is real, would you put real in the chat? Let me know, TikTok. Thanks, guys. Next. Okay. If I'm looking for a deal in Memphis, I'm going to focus on 100 and probably Memphis houses start a bit higher than the rest of them. I'm going to focus on $120,000 houses. I'm going to price them high to low, and I'm going to be calling on ones that have been sitting for ages. So that's 56 days on market. I want them to be so down bad. Yeah, like this guy. 385 days on market. Tenant in place until 12/26/2026. Okay, what's your mortgage selling at? No mortgage, bought for 67 and 25. Then how have you been on market for that long? And have you done a price drop? Looks like you flipped this thing. I think they're just going to hold it as a rental, but why are they trying to sell it if that's the case? Why is it still on market if they want to do something with it? This thing's been here for over a year. Phone number is probably just still on PropStream. All right. These are exactly the practices that I recommend you go down. I'm going to enter this process now. Actually, I need to send a text to my editor. Hey, Andrew, I just had a 3-part phone call. It's not to say that you need to post these back to back. We can space it out as we plan to do so, but this is one that would go in the archive. Initial call with the Mariposa Grande seller. He agrees to $0 down and half of closing costs. I proceed to bring up Jason Ellis probably about 20 minutes after that. And he says, I'm interested, but let's see if they're going to pay closing costs. Probably another 20 minutes after that, I bring him up again and I say the seller has agreed to pay closing costs and we assign it to him in probably 20 minutes of cumulative effort. So I would say, watch me make 3K in 20 minutes, asterisks, wholesaling houses or wholesaling. Yeah, wholesaling houses. So that's a viral video right there if spun the right way. Sorry for the delay. The phone is ringing. I don't know what I'm calling on, but let's ask him what's going on. Hey, I'm calling about Roselle Street. Is that thing still available?
Yes.
What's going on with it? I'd open this like a normal negotiation, but I'm so curious, man. I own in Memphis. You got a fully flipped house here, and it's been here for a year. So I don't want to waste your time, man. Is there something I'm not seeing from the photos?
No, where do you own in Memphis?
I own 1347 Harbert Avenue, and that thing is in zip code 38104. Anyways, I'm interested in this one. Looks like a nice little rental for me. I see you've got a tenant in place paying kind of low numbers, but I'm mainly concerned what your feedback's been from other buyers, just in case we come to an agreement.
I haven't had any feedback. Nobody's wanted that house since I put a tenant in it.
Oh, you think it's the rent relative to the price?
I mean, it's got to be pretty close to it.
Before I bought in Memphis, I used to do a lot of wholesale over there, and people really wanted to hit 20% cash on cash returns. I think the only issue you're running into is at 120K, the cash on cash would be like 14-15%. You know, the mortgage on 120 is like 850. So your payments are real close to the rent here. So without taking up too much of your time, I think my only solutions that I'd have for you are an offer that cash flows at 20 below your list price, probably close to what you bought it for, or $140,000 seller finance.
I don't own the house.
I'm curious what you think would be better to present to your seller. Should we present kind of a low cash flows, or do you think we should present a seller finance offer over list price?
He can't do a seller finance offer. It's a hard money loan.
He's got a hard money loan on it. Is the hard money loan pretty close to list price?
It's around 100.
Around 100. I'm sorry, man. Your day.
All right, thank you.
Talk soon. Bye-bye. Nothing there. And now I know why. It's the price relative to the rent. And we are looking at a house that's listed at $120,000. with a what is it? A $950 rent, which is low. That's low, guys. If you buy a house at $127,000 and your rent is $950, that guy's he's in trouble. He's in a lot of trouble. I can't take over his debt because a hard money loan is a fix and flip loan. T Wade, do you just like kind of get a kick out of like saying words and it kind of just like builds up your ego? You just use chat. What do you think? Help me out, TikTok. Do you think it makes his ego feel better for him just to kind of like put terminology in the chat? Because what time is it? It's 3:14 on a Wednesday. Bro follows me and he's watching my stream and he has been doing so for like 30 minutes. You guys think he just put stuff in there because it makes him feel powerful? T Wade. I'll put it this way. I've never ran into somebody whose life is going well that has negative things to say. I've just never run into it. I've never run into it. So with that said, man, from the bottom of my heart, I hope you're doing well, truly. There's helplines for stuff like this. If you ever have those thoughts, if they ever start to creep in, there's people you can call, man. So after this live stream ends and you don't have anything to produce dopamine for you, don't make any rash decisions. Look for help. I'm here for you if you want to talk, and I wish you the best of luck. I'm going to keep calling, man. Thanks for joining the stream. Okay. So this thing's been here for 113 days. 113 days on Zillow. I'm going to open up the call with what's going on, man. What's going on? Didn't put the phone number on the listing. Checking mortgage balance briefly. Not showing me any mortgage balance now. Let's give him a call. See how he asked me where I own in Memphis? Bro is ready to call Cap.
You've reached Mark Wilson with Coldwell Banker Collins Marty Realtors. Please leave your name.
I'm going to double dial. I like this one a lot. It has occupied rent of $1,300. I've only been calling for like an hour. He's not available. I feel like I just sort of shoot him a text. I'm the owner of 1347 Harbert Ave in Memphis, Tennessee. I came across your listing on Oakwood Street. I'd buy this, but I'm curious about the days on market. It looks like a perfect deal, comma, but hasn't been purchased. Is there anything going on that I can't see in the photos? I'll add them to my contacts really quickly. I don't add the agent's name. I simply add their address followed by the word agent, and I put zero emotion into it, and I go to the next one. So we'll just see if he follows up with me. I'll put him in my sheet, and I might give him a call in about a month or so if it's still on market. I kind of wait for them to follow up with me, but I'll loosely follow up if I think something's there. Okay. So where do I think I need to be on that one, guys? It's a cash deal, potential seller finance deal as well. Here's what I really like, guys. $1,300 occupied rent offered at $120,000. If I get this at 80, I'm pretty sure we're getting that 20% cash on cash return, but let's go ahead and run it. $80,000 purchase price. Am I sharing my screen, guys? This is how we see. Where's your fix and flip course? That's a great question for my editor. I wish he'd come out with it. I just told him to stop putting out shorts and focus on my fix and flip course. So if we get a 7% interest rate on 80,000, payments 425. Taxes and insurance on that bad boy are going to be taxes and insurance. Oh shit. That's okay. Cheap as all hell. Cheap as hell. $150 taxes and insurance. Goddamn. We're looking at 150 taxes and insurance with a 7% interest rate. 425 plus 150, is that 575? 425 plus 150. God, it's 575, 1,300 occupied. I'm going to take off 15% because of occupied, and I'm going to subtract our 575. That makes $530 per month multiplied by 12. That makes $6,300 per year. And you have a total investment of this plus about 10K, 26,000. That cash on cash, what is that? 19.3. Watch me get that. No, I'm so wrong. It's 20. Oh my God. I could lock this shit up at 80. Yeah. So that's a slam dunk and a half at 80,000. That's a slam dunk and a half at 80,000. Let me triple dial him, guys. T Wade, the more you comment, the more people join my stream. Keep going, King.
Hello, this is Mark.
Hey, Mark. I'm owner of a property in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm looking to pick up another one. It's on Harbert Avenue, but I saw your listing on Oakwood Street. I'm real interested in it. In fact, it almost looks too good to be true. Are there any issues with the interior?
No, the house is fantastic. We've actually lost 3 contracts on this thing.
Oh my God. Did you get an inspection and did something come back?
No, nothing with the inspection. One person couldn't get their loan squared away right. One person wouldn't deliver the earnest money. And we had one person that was fussing about the tree in the backyard, and they walked away over that. I'm like, we'll cut the damn tree down. Come on, man. So, I mean, we just had to, and then we get a lot of these out of state investors.
That would be me.
They want to come in and offer $60,000 for the house, and I'm like, this thing was taken down to the studs in 2018. You've got all new electrical. You've got all new plumbing. You got a brand new roof, brand new water heater, brand new air conditioning, all new windows, new siding. This has 2 brand new bathrooms and a brand new kitchen, all new floors. I mean, this house is beautiful.
Well, I'll tell you what. If there's no issues with the property, I'll be your buyer that closes with evidence of my other properties in Memphis and the surrounding area. And the only thing is, here's what I do, man. I call 50 people. One says yes to my offer. It's unlikely that you'll be that person, but I want to hit you with 83,000 on this thing.
Okay. I know he's going to say no to that, but now I will tell you, we had somebody last week. Hang on a second here.
Y'all can't be offering 20K below list, guys. I'm $37,000 below list. That's what it takes. 37,000 below list. Single family in Michigan, can we do TAA if home needs renovations? Only if it's minor rehab.
Hey, okay, sorry about that. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Trying to remember where I was.
Let me see what kind of counter I can get. I'll make you 2 offers. I know they probably won't take it, but I call 50. One says yes, but I'll send you my proof of funds with today's date on it, and I'll send you my portfolio, including the ones I've got in Memphis. And yeah, if they want to do a deal with me, I can close as fast as title can move.
Okay. I mean, I think I'm going to have to at least get into the mid-90s to make this work. I'm just telling you that right now.
Okay.
I mean, because the big is, we've had a lot of people try to do the owner financing. They want to do seller financing, and my client doesn't want to do that.
Neither would I.
He wants to take the money and move. He has a bigger project that he would love to move the money to. But the big thing that we're getting that I've had people come in and offer 50, 60 grand, and I'm like, he owns this thing outright. It's a freaking cash cow for him at $1,300 a month.
Oh yeah.
And so he's not super desperate to sell it, but I think if I can get him to see mid upper 90s on this, and we've actually talked about it. We had an offer on the table for like 98 that we were going to take, but all of a sudden that guy's disappeared and won't return any calls.
Here's where I'm at. My mortgage payment on an $83,000 offer, I just ran the numbers, is about $790 per month with taxes and insurance on it. We're bringing in 13. My management company takes 10%, and I'm probably going to have a vacancy, which will take another 10. So that brings my cash flow to about $1,000 per month. So I'm looking at making about $220 per month, and it will still cost me over $24,000 to buy this house. So I know it cash flows phenomenally for him, but with these dummy high interest rates right now, it's making it a real hard pill to swallow for us with DSCR loans.
Yes.
I'll write that out. I'll give you a proof of funds. We'll scratch the seller finance offer because I wouldn't take that shit either. And yeah, let me know what he says to this. I'm happy to look at the counter.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thank you. I appreciate your time.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye. Know when to get off the phone. I say that's 50-50. I say that's 50-50. If I get it for 83, my buyers pick that up for 88 all day long. That's $5K. I've only made 2 of these phone calls. I've literally only made 2 of these phone calls, guys. Come on. So let's go ahead and send him some credibility. For those of you who are also asking for my credibility, I will now drop a picture of my bank account in the chat. Today's date will be on the top right. Happy Cinco de Mayo, as well as the time. Please, can I do this from Nigeria? My last fix and flip, 13605 Tacoma Street in Detroit, Michigan, was sourced for me by a man living in Nairobi, Kenya, and I paid him a finder's fee. Please block this guy. Y'all know why I keep him here? I'm training myself to not react, and he's boosting my views. You notice views have gone up another 30 people since he started saying shit in the chat. We were at 90. We were at like 90 people, and he's like, and he first he started with gay jokes, and then he's like, oh, that doesn't bother him. And then he moved on to his expertise. And now he's moving on to how many properties I have. So we'll just see the evolution of this guy, and he's gonna keep me going up. So thank you, sir. Anyways. Just know where he comes from, guys. Know where he comes from and feel that and feel thankful. Feel thankful because you're not in that state of mind, right? All right. Damn, have I talked to this guy before? Oh, no, I just saved his phone number. Thanks for the time. Thanks for the call. 310. Next. $58 days on Zillow. Four beds, 2 baths, 230 days on Zillow. God damn. What are we doing 230 days on Zillow? Holy, these things sit. You low equity? Low equity? By the way, if you're curious what I'm using to find this, can I see your screen? Sure, sorry guys. I'll stop. I'm gonna make 5 more calls and then I'll do questions, okay? I'd like to get a definitive yes. I mean, I already did a deal, but I'd like to do another one. Let's go ahead. Probably got another Danny DeVito realtor. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay. Here's another one. You guys see that I had to call him 3 times to get a response? I had to call 3 times to get a response on that. That's sometimes what it takes.
Hi there. How can I assist you today?
Come on. Come on now. Don't tell me you put your AI on your listing. I'm not calling you again. You sit. Stay. Don't tell me that that's going to be the new norm. 438 days on Zillow. What the hell is going on, Memphis? Hold my hand, wholesale. Descend on Memphis immediately. What the hell is going on here? Oh my goodness. You're not audible on Instagram? Restarting.
You reached Dean Harris from Crestwood Realty. For a quick response, please email me.
Chat, let's get... Hey, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hey, I'm calling about your listing on Clarendon. It looks like a dream come true, but I saw the days on market. I'm an owner in Memphis already. I'd like to pick up another. Is there anything going on that other buyers have seen? I'd hate to waste your time.
Not that I'm aware of.
What do you think it is, man? You guys got a low-paying tenant in here? What's causing this?
I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure.
Huh? Interesting. I'll make you guys an offer. So we're fully renovated. We haven't had a buyer come in and say, well, the floors are soft, the roof is caving in, this or that. We're not going to run into that.
I don't believe so.
Okay. And do we have any tenant at all in place?
I don't have it in front of me.
Okay.
I don't have any of that information in front of me. If you want to shoot me an email, I'll be happy to get back to you with all your questions. And I think somebody else on your team emailed me an offer and went through this process too. Do you guys wholesale? No,
I own 1347 Harbert Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, along with 24 others. I'd like to add this one to my portfolio. Rent looks like 1,100. I'm typically getting houses that rent at 1,100, closer to 80,000 though. So I don't know if that's worth presenting. If it's not worth presenting, I won't present it.
I'll text you my email address. You're happy to email it to me, and I'll see what the seller's response is.
Okay, I'll shoot it over. Thanks so much for your time. Bye-bye. He was trying to get off that phone call, but if you just fire that same energy right back at them, they respond well to that pretty well. So I don't need to text him. I'll get his email off PropStream. Yeah, I still need PropStream to do this, guys. If you guys want PropStream, I'll go ahead and link that in the chat. Hashtag PropStream right here. You a wholesaler? And then I give him my addresses. Okay. Okay. I am just loving Rick and Morty right now, guys. I mean, I've seen it before, but I'm not gonna lie. It might be the best animated show of all time, and I've seen a lot of them. I like a lot of them, but goddamn, I don't think I've ever seen one that good. It's like, it's so much deeper than the jokes that it is. There's so much more meaning. Okay, let's write out this offer here. Did you learn from school? No. I have a bachelor's of science, but I did not learn from school. T. Wade wants to teach me. Do you want to see something cool, guys? This was probably one of my bigger wins. So wholesaling is my demonstration. I wholesale for like ATM money, you know, like wholesaling produces ATM money for me. But what produces the big, I mean, ATM money as I'm holding a $20,000 check. What produces the crazy, dirty, nasty amounts of money, guys? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look at this. This is my real shit right here. You know, I'm showing you how to wholesale. Y'all know why I'm showing you how to wholesale? Because you can't start flipping without money. You understand? You can't buy rentals without money. I mean, you can, but not reliably. You can't scale that reliably without money. So where do you get the money to wholesale? You get the money to wholesale by finding me deals. And when you graduate from wholesaling as your only source of income, you will still wholesale. You will still wholesale, but you will take a more passive role, a more managerial role in your rental operation, your flipping operation, and whatever it may be. And this is why. These two checks came in on the same day. These two, and this is recent. This is April, guys. This is early April. So these two checks came in on the same day. That's $111,000 in one day. And that's not the type of so the thing to know is I did very little for that money. I did very little. My contractor renovated the house. He picked the interior design. He did everything for me. And I just sat back and I just received lawyer money. Just dirty, nasty lawyer money. But what should your takeaway be from that? What should your takeaway be? Well, I taught a 12-year-old to wholesale. T. Wade has a lot to teach me, but somehow, some way, I taught a 12-year-old to wholesale real estate. His name is Anson Lee. He lives in Singapore. He's now 13 years old, but on month one, he's wholesaled the address 9529 Mount Auburn Avenue to buyer Harry Gold. And that to date is one of my biggest achievements, having a 12-year-old in my community do a deal. Because if a 12-year-old did a deal and y'all can't do a deal, y'all shouldn't be taking baths without floaties. You understand what I'm saying? But that was one accomplishment. What was another crazy accomplishment? My guy Yusuf is one of my biggest success stories ever. We have a member in Africa. Yes, in Africa. He lives in Egypt. T. Wade, this is your time to say Egypt is not in Africa. That would be kind of in line with your other comments from today. But he lives in Africa, and look at this. Look at this. On one day, $15,000 from wholesaling in one day. And you know how much money you make a year living in Egypt? Do you want to know how much money you make a year living in Egypt? $3,000. $3,000 a year. A month before that, a man in Nairobi, Kenya, finds me my fix and flip, which I net 22,000 on. I know shit went wrong, so 22,000 is not that good. But oh my God, you got to understand, I don't want to be here wholesaling. I want to use wholesale as a means to catapult myself into a more passive position. Because guys, how fun is it to be fully locked in cold calling? That shit sucks. That shit sucks so bad. I'm not going to lie to you. But does it work? Yes. Yes, it works. And when you collect some of these checks, you can use them to flip a property. And if you're wondering, if your objection on flipping properties is, what about the renovation money? Where do I get that? Boy, oh boy, do I have a surprise for you. Oh my goodness. When I renovate houses, the lender that we have placed within Hold My Hand Wholesale sends me this. He sends me $24,000 to renovate. You want to know when the last one of those I got is? Like 4 days ago. I buy this house, 15820 Merland in Detroit, Michigan. I'm done working on it. I'm not going to do jack shit on that property. And you know what? My lender wires me $27,000 and just trusts me to renovate the house with it. I could steal that money. Look at the date on that. It's like 4 or 5 days ago, right? I could just steal that money. I could just take it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to renovate it because in about a month from today, that'll turn into $50,000. A Ferrari 296 GTB from 2025 can be acquired with a $100,000 down payment and a $3,000 monthly payment. And that shit can be acquired from wholesaling real estate and then flipping houses. And it is goddamn insane to me that as we watch the world financially collapse around us, yes, millennials and Gen Z are barely able to purchase houses, and the generation after us will never be able to purchase a house. You can still make shit happen with your phone. And I love that. Anyways, we got another clip. It's my yap session. It's my rant. Next call. We got a portfolio to call. Here it goes. 3, 2, 1, go. Please help me. I can only help you click the link in my bio by telling you that there's a link in my bio.
Please leave your message for
Thank you, Emiolua. Next. Hey, Dean. I think I said 83 on that, right? Or was that a different one? No, I said 80 on this. I said 80. Yeah, I'm at 80,000 on this. I own 1347 Herbert Ave in Memphis. I'd like to pick up another. Let me know if this one is feasible. Guys, I'm going to go get my carbon front lip attached to my RS6 Avant after this, and I'm so excited. The front lip on the Avant is like fine, but I've got this. It goes across the front lip and then it tucks up here, kind of making a square air dam. It's so hard. Here she is. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. Sorry, we keep playing phone tag. I just got off a call.
No worries. Tell me about your portfolio. How'd you acquire this? I understand you're pretty young, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting up there now. 27,
Oh no, 27.
Started young. 27.
Oh no, oh no, it must be hard to get out of bed.
No, I started it young, but yeah, kind of slowed down. My goal is not just to stack up rentals anymore. I'm moving more into new construction now. So I'm kind of trying to offload some properties and focus more on new builds right now. So
How is that going? Have you done one yet? I've never done one before.
yeah, I have one open right now and another one that we're going to start. They're both same style, like luxury residential homes. It's a good little pocket that I found in Houston, Texas. So just kind of rinse and repeat as many of these lots as I can.
So I'm curious because it's the opposite side of real estate that I'm in. So you buy lots and you get funding to build these. Do you do residential or commercial? What do you build on the lots?
So far, I've done residential. So they've all been luxury residential homes, single family, nice neighborhood. You get the ugliest house on the block, an old tear down house, and there's all new builds on the block in the neighborhood. And I'm sure you drove past these neighborhoods where you see that pattern happening, like an old 1950s house and then a bunch of new construction. So basically that.
Wow. And when you buy these, do you have to come out of pocket? Because when I'm doing my flips, it's just the lender pays for everything with the experience I have. Is that kind of the same way it works there? They pay for everything?
So I've funded it myself or with private money lenders, and I put up my own money so far. I mean, like I said, it's only been 2 right now. But now I'm getting to the point where I am probably going to capital raise and do more private money for future builds so that I can get 4 or 5 projects at the same time. So that's the direction I'm moving into. Yeah, I mean, I've done it all really. I've done the BRRRR method. I have multifamily properties that are sitting there appreciating. They're not cash flowing much, but they're appreciating. And when we sell, we'll get a good payday for that. So there's a lot of different strategies. I think you just have to stay flexible and listen to the market and what's going on.
Got it. And last question about this, just because I love the business. So when you're all in, how much is your all in, and what do you sell for?
For which property?
Just like a general, what's your ideal for like a new construction? You acquire a lot for X amount,
Okay, yeah. I'll give you the basic formula. Get the lot, for me, the area pocket I'm in, get the lot under $1 million, construction slightly under $1 million, and then sell for around $3 million. Those are just round numbers.
Ooh,
so like
you're gonna make 7 figures?
I mean, you don't make that, no, because you're buying material, you're paying your people, you're not making all that. But that's the formula. Pretty much. $1 million lot, $1 million build, and sell for $3 million. And I say sell for $3 million. We want to list it for $3 million. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it down to 2.8. Like you have margin in there to play with, but those are the round numbers.
And you get good interest in those. You get good interest in those price points, because I currently flip properties with like 150 to 200K ARV, just so I know people can afford those. But you don't run into any issues with people like, I don't have the money to afford a $3 million house in this economy.
It's the neighborhood. It's people aren't really dealing with those problems, right? This is a medical center area, so these are usually husband and wife doctors that are moving to this part of medical center Houston to work. And there's actually like a month in November every year where there's an influx of them. So that's a good time. If I could time the build to finish around November, there's a huge influx, so that helps.
Wow.
But yeah, you just got to be comfortable. I would say for beginners not to just jump into this, because yeah, you do have to have heavy capital to handle carrying costs. People like to say, like, tell people to just jump right into something, but that's not smart. Like, I've carried some of these properties for a long time, and it can eat up your savings if you don't have enough. So.
Right. Yeah. So did you?
You asked about interest rate. I actually did get seller finance on this one of the properties at like 6% interest. So the carrying costs are so low that I don't have to stress about rushing and getting that done and like being on that time, like
clock right there because I have low interest carrying costs. So, there's things like that you can do.
Wow, interesting. Did you start out wholesaling, or what was your entry into acquiring properties?
So I started with a flip, I guess. It wasn't really a flip. It was I bought it to buy and hold. Went in and did the work myself. It was like old smoker house. I cleaned it, painted it, did all that work myself, and then listed it for rent. Got a renter in there, and then that from the renovation I did on that, I was able to pull out a good amount of money from that BRRRR strategy, and then use that money to buy a multifamily.
Nice.
Use that money as down payment for multifamily. So that was kind of my first property. And then in between there, I was also buying up a couple more. The ones that we're going to talk about right now, 337.
Wow.
The 9 unit. I've kind of bought those too, just from like working offshore on the oil rig. That's where I used to work. So I had a W-2 job. That helped me get loans.
Because there's big money. There's big money in the oil rig for W-2ers, at least. Not like your development money, but you suffer for a couple months, and I understand you kind of got enough to flip a property, huh?
Yeah, and then, on top of that, I was working offshore. So to get offshore, we would leave from Gulf of Mexico, Louisiana. So I would drive from Houston to Louisiana. And of course, like, I'm looking for rentals always. I'm like, my eyes are peeled for real estate opportunities. So I kind of came across a multifamily opportunity there. And then before you know it, they start to know that, like, you're a buyer, and they start bringing you more deals. So it kind of just came to me. I didn't even know what wholesale was back then fully. I just knew, just like you get on the phone with people and you talk and you make a deal. So that's how it worked for me.
Wow. That's so inspiring. I don't know if I told you, but we have like 600 people listening, and they're loving the story in the chat. They're just eating it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do all my calls on live just because it kind of kills two birds with one stone for me. But last question, what was the timeline between that? Did you start at like 20, 21, 22, and now you're 27?
I started at about, 21, got my first one, and now I'm 27.
Oh my God. And now she's doing 7-figure deals. That's what I'm talking about. Well, that's an amazing trajectory. I went in a completely different direction, but I love to hear about the other side of things.
I mean, you two, you're 24, and you're freaking killing it right now. That's amazing.
I got some haters in the chat that say otherwise, but I'm hoping to prove them wrong with this negotiation here. So you've got some properties that you're looking to offload seller finance.
Yeah, we can do seller finance. The bank isn't gonna like that, I think, but there's ways around that, right?
Oh, really?
Because I have a 4% interest rate on there.
Yeah. Well, what kind of loans
I know
do you
that's
have?
your main strategy. You'd probably be the one to make it happen, where we just get an agreement between us and we keep that 4% interest rate.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So what type of loans do you have on the properties?
So I bought 6 of them together. So there's like one mortgage where 6 of them are together, and then 1, 2, 3 others are individual. So it's going to be 1, 2. Are they individual? I think so. So it'll be like 4 separate loans.
Okay.
A 6-pack and then the 3 others.
Okay, so we've got a 6-pack and the 3 others. And they're all what type of condition are they sitting in here?
They're rented. There's a couple right now. Tenants just moved out. I have to actually turn those into Airbnb, because the lady came by. She's telling me she can get me a lot more on Airbnb. So I might turn like 2 of them into Airbnb. But the rest, they're all rentable. They're right across from a college. So it's like student housing, pretty much.
Good.
College rentals.
And these are in Louisiana, did you say?
These are in Lafayette, Louisiana, yeah.
Awesome.
So I'll tell you the strategy that I would do if I wasn't busy with new construction right now is buy out the rest of that building and then renovate the whole building and kind of make it a long-term play. And it's also in an opportunity zone. Are you familiar with this?
Yeah. I guess when you say buy out the building, do you own condos?
Yeah, so it's a 12-unit apartment complex. I own 9 of those 12. So the other 3 you just have to make a deal with those owners. That's what I'm kind of negotiating right now, to get the whole building and then do a bigger renovation on the property. But as of right now, I mean, they're cash flowing rentals as is.
Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, like I mentioned with the opportunity zone, that's like a way where you can get some tax benefits if you plan to hold it for over 10 years. I'm not sure what your long-term game plan is, but
I'm a wholesale these just like Kean's properties. I'm gonna wholesale these just like Kean's properties. I'm trying to stabilize my own portfolio right now. We had an employee who didn't plan for vacancies, and 8 went vacant all at once. And now I'm thinking, well, we got to get those rented out before I start buying again. But I'm inclined to probably buy in like Atlanta or maybe Houston, where you're doing those deals. I like these areas that have strong appreciation curves. But yeah, these are all wholesale for me. The condos, yeah, I think if they're cash flowing, we could make something happen. And you said you have 3 singles as well?
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way the loans were set up, but they're all the same. They're units in the same building.
Okay.
So I have majority of that building. I have HOA control. I mean, I am basically the HOA. I am in charge of that building. So it's just basically 3 other owners there that if you wanted to, whoever you sell it to, if you're going to wholesale this, that's how I would market it to them and let them know that they can have this whole building to themselves, pretty much, just by buying those other owners up.
Are they for free? Or I'm sorry, are they for sale, or do you have to make offers? Long day. Do you have to make offers on them, or are they for sale or no?
They're not for sale, no, but we've talked long enough that they know I want them.
Okay, got it. So yeah, that's interesting. I'm used to dealing with the whole building rather than condos within a building, but if the cash flow's there, the cash flow's there. So I guess for the condos, I would just need the address that has all the condos in them and those unit numbers. And then I would need to know the mortgage balance and its PITI.
Okay. I can get that to you. I'll get my property manager to send you the P&L or something.
Great. And then maybe you already said this, but did you say you had some single families that have their own financing attached? Because that's a lot easier.
So I actually have some mobile homes too. These were like one of my first purchases too in Louisiana. Those I'd be open to selling too, seller finance. So one has a mortgage, one doesn't.
Do you own the land?
I own the land and the mobile home.
The land and the mobile home.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Yeah. So one of them, you could probably put another mobile home on there and turn it into, like, you could probably fit another one for sure. You could fit 3, but comfortably you could fit another one. I talked to the tenant about that. I asked him how he would feel if I put another one in the back because it has a big back lot. And he said, he understands I have to develop the land. So, yeah, I might be open to selling those ones as well.
Interesting. Mobile homes. We do mobile home parks, not too many mobile homes, but I suppose if you own the land, it's just like any other asset. Okay, yeah. So I guess the only thing I need is for the 9 out of the 12, the mortgage balance and what that loan costs so that we can understand the rent compared to the cost of the mortgage, including taxes and insurance and any HOA if you're paying that. And then for the other ones, maybe I can move those. Maybe if we make the right offer, I can. I will say that that's relatively undesirable for my buyers. But it's possible. Okay. It's possible if they're cash flowing, if they're after 1986, so they're insurable, we could probably make something happen there. But same thing, if you have a mortgage on those, send me address, debt, and then what that debt costs, and then we'll hop back on a call together and see if we can structure something.
Okay, so I have another one. It's 5 buildings. It's 36 units, 5 different buildings, but they're all together. So it's in a full apartment complex. But this one could not be seller finance for sure. Would you be able to do that, not seller finance, or you only do seller finance?
I would say we do 80% cash deals, but 99% of my 80% cash deals are 200,000 and below. It's real hard for us to move those. I always recommend a broker, but why couldn't it be seller finance? Do you have like a short-term debt on it?
that bank is like 100% no. I've tried before, and it's not going to happen.
Well, we don't talk to the bank. Let's say you get married to somebody and he doesn't have as much, or he or she doesn't have as much income as you, right? Could you add them onto the ownership of your trust that owns the properties?
Yeah. So we would set it up like this: just basically a trust between you and I, and the bank won't know.
Well, it's not that
and
the
then if
bank
they
won't
find
know.
out and they
The bank's like, "What did you do?" And you're like, "Chill, I added an owner onto my property." And they're like, okay, all right. That's how I own all my houses. I have VA loans, I've got conventional loans, like non-assumable conventional loans, I've got FHA loans, new conventional. I've got every type of loan under the sun. And it's not that we go through the bank, and it's not that I do a subject to deal on it, because I agree with you, it is kind of risky. I treat it like a marriage between buyer and seller, and essentially I buy for the right to be added onto your trust that owns the properties. And if I stop making payments, I get kicked out of the trust and you own it again.
So is your strategy to keep all your seller finance for yourself, keep those for yourself, and then wholesale the other ones?
So every property in my portfolio has between a 0 and 3% interest rate. And if I can secure one of those, I'll take it down after I stabilize my vacant rentals.
Okay. Do you have like institutional buyers that are snagging all these up?
I don't really sell to hedge funds. I sell to like mom and pop investors who, flip a couple per month. Most of these deals that we move are cash in like Memphis, St. Louis, Birmingham, Detroit, Cleveland. So it's kind of a different realm for me. But if I can get a building on seller finance, back in December, I moved a $2 million 12 unit in Connecticut on seller financing terms, no problem.
What's your dispo process like?
Well, we run these advertisements, and then the following also gathers buyers. So, we got probably 650, 700 people. It's actually grown since you've been talking to me here. But we have about 700 people listening to this right now, and I do this every single day. Out of those 700, I bet 50 of them want to buy real estate. Those people now hear me saying exactly what I'm saying to you now, and they go and add themselves to the buyers list. We reach out to them, we vet them, we get their proof of funds, all their properties, and then we sort of rank them as a buyer. And then the deals get blasted out to those individuals. And then we also stack the people we've sold to in the past. I run YouTube ads, I run Facebook ads, I run ads on Grindr, and somehow it converts massively. Yeah,
no, you did not.
I do. I put it on my Instagram. You can find it. I run ads on Grindr to 300% ROI. It's ridiculous. Nobody else is doing it.
You are a hustler.
But anyways,
I'm impressed.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm impressed with your process as well. If you're okay with it, I'd love to turn this into a video, and you'll kind of see how the process works, because you'll see the comments like, how do I buy your deals? How do I buy your deals? How do I buy your deals? And then they just add themselves to the list, and then the students find the deals. And I'm essentially demonstrating the acquisitions process right now.
Oh, well, let's do it then. I think what happen, and I'm going to check with the big building, five different buildings. That one will be like 1.7, 1.8.
That's my most likely exit for me. That's the most likely one. The condos are interesting. The mobile homes are a little bit of a challenge, but that's the most likely one for me.
Okay. Oh, I have another. Okay, what about, it's in Houston, Texas. It's a Section 8. I have a Section 8 renter in there, but honestly, if I kicked her out and renovated it, but I don't want to renovate it. So if you or your kicks that Section 8 person out and renovates it, you can get more. And that's just a simple condo in Houston. So that might be another one that works.
It's a condo?
It's a condo, yeah.
I always say that hierarchy of houses, it kind of goes like multifamily, single family, 2-1 single family, condo, mobile home. So it's hard because of those HOAs. They keep going up and they keep going up, and they want to tell you what you can and can't do, and then the appreciation is slow as well. So I fear that if we had a distressed condo, I probably couldn't do anything. But if you renovated it, maybe we could sell or finance it. But yeah, condos are a real challenge. I'm most confident in the buildings that you have in the full building. But if you had a portfolio of condos, I've done stuff like that in the past. That's feasible.
So what would you do so the 9 you said, they're not, okay, technically on paper they are condominium, but I'm the HOA. So not like there's an HOA, if that makes sense, if that helps. You know what I mean? It's not like there's someone over you that's telling you what to do. Like, no, I'm in control of that building.
It's just kind of the stigma of condos. Like, it's just condos, as I'm sure you're wanting to exit them, are a bit of a headache. They're a bit of a challenge. And I don't know why, but unless it's in, I have one condo in closing right now, but it's on the beach in San Diego. And you know, we did another one in Miami and another one in Los Angeles. The only time I can really move a condo is if it's like one of those beautiful, stunning luxury condos.
I see.
If you have cash flowing condos, though, those other 9 that you told me in a building, I get that. Buy the whole building, you own the whole building. And then you could sell the condos separately at a later point in time and cash flow during the meantime and control the HOA. I like that. I think that that's feasible, but one distressed condo, I fear that I wouldn't be able to find a buyer.
Okay, I understand. Okay, well then I think we'll definitely make something work with those Louisiana properties.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. All right, well that'll work. I'll have my property manager send you the P&L for that.
Great. Would you mind texting me? All of my other modes of communication are kind of bogged down a little bit, but if you would just text me, like, and I know it's not professional, but if you just text me the address, the mortgage balance, and the PITI, gosh, that'd help me out so much.
I'm typing it right now.
Thank you so much. Yeah, or a Google Sheet, something like that.
Yeah, I'm typing it right now just so you have this right away.
Excellent.
All right.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Is there anything else?
I think we're good. We'll be in touch.
All right. Good one. I'll start underwriting these tomorrow, and we'll hop back on another phone call, okay?
All right. Talk soon, Richard.
Talk soon. Bye-bye. That's interesting. That's interesting. Not what I was expecting. Interesting assets. Condos? I don't love condos. I don't love a condo, but I think the buildings are possible. Look at that. See, look at this. How do we get on your buyer's list? That's exactly what I was saying. I'm going to text that picture of her. Look at that. How do we get on our buyer's list? Hey, TikTok, let's play doctor. If you had to guess, what's going on with T Wade? Whole chat has to guess for me. If you had to guess, what is it? TikTok, drop them in the chat. Drop them in the chat. T-Wade, let me know if any of those hit home. Let me know if any of those sound right. Anyways, oh look, hi, look, she joined. We had buyers responding from that as well. By the way, this is our smallest platform. The biggest platforms right now are Discord at 265, TikTok at 127. Then we've got a number on YouTube as well. But anyways, yeah, that call was great. That generated some buyers. I'm gonna go see if we can. I'm going to see if we can go ahead and another call just now. Wow. Well, that's insane, guys. Anyways, we have a number of people who have asked me to help them out with questions and such. And we're going to go ahead and help those people out with questions. Can I get an answer on the list? Yes. The link is in my bio. Just add yourself to the buyer's list. I would open yourself up to nationwide, as the chances of us finding a singular deal in your one market and a couple zip codes is almost impossible. Anyways, Bria, how can I help you today?
Hi, Richard. How are you today?
I'm doing interesting today. How are you?
I'm doing well. I sent you a DM of the property. Yeah, it's a 1571 square feet. They were asking for 70. I offered 50, but they countered at 55.
We can always try, but this market has a high cancellation rate for us. Jackson, Mississippi. It's a very, very high crime area, and it is a bit undesirable for real estate investors. It's just not one of the Section 8 hotspots for whatever reason. So I would say definitely stick with your 50K offer, but honestly, I would probably shoot my shot on something like this at like 40K, and you can lock it up for 50 and we'll shoot our shot. And there's a chance that it sells, but I just don't want to give you false hope here. Jackson, Mississippi hasn't been a great market for us unless you get creative finance. Creative finance supersedes bad markets, but we could try at 50, but I definitely wouldn't take 55.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
As far as proof of funds, what do I do about that?
You type POF in the chat and I've got it for you right here.
I used that, and then she texted me back and said I need to see your name on bank statement.
You can use wholesaledoubleclose.com. You can use wholesaledoubleclose.com and they'll spit out a proof of funds for you. But I can't give you my bank statement with my name on it because I don't think it's going to sell, and I don't want to have that conversation with the agent canceling the contract. I'll put my name on bank statements for proof of funds if it's a seller finance deal, and I'm like, I know that shit will sell, or if it's just like a 100% good cash deal. But my concern is like if I put my name on it and she's like, why didn't you close? And I'm like, now I got to have a weird conversation with you. But what I can do is I can give you wholesaledoubleclose.com. And wholesaledoubleclose.com gives you just a little questionnaire to fill out, and then it emails you a pre-approval letter. And they're a double close website, meaning that they're an actual lender.
Gotcha. I used that before in one of my instances with a realtor, and they said they called the number and it didn't work. Is that really for realtors just to show them?
It's just to show them. It's like a Band-Aid. It's not. There's nobody behind the line that will pick up and have a conversation with you. They'll never pick up the phone. So that it's not my number one suggestion. My number one suggestion is to use my proof of funds. But yeah, if it's a scenario like that where they want to see your name on it, there isn't a whole lot that we can do about that. Other wholesalers will tell you to forge your proof of funds by going into your bank and clicking inspect element and editing the amount you have in there. However, that is fraud. So I don't recommend that method at all. And I would say that I don't really have a solution beyond my proof of funds and wholesale double closes proof of funds, unless you know an investor in the area who's willing to put their name on it.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. Thank you so much, Richard.
Absolutely. Best of luck. I would low-key recommend staying out of that market unless you're doing seller finance.
Okay. No problem. Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely. Talk soon. And guys, Lexi put in a list of markets that I think are heat. And here we go. There they are. OB3 and Angel M. I feel like we both already talked, right?
I submit one of the deal I have from Austin. Can you check that, please? It's a seller financing. I don't know if it's a sub 2 or something like that, because it told me that they're looking for. They give me the terms.
I'm checking this out. Duplex in Austin. Nice.
Yes,
Yeah, I like this thing. What are you asking me? Sub 2 or seller finance?
You just said as the open to seller finance. Just tell me that you see the link. I sent you the link under the listing.
Yeah. So they owe 235, so it'll be sub 2 and seller finance. You're taking over the debt and you're making them payments for the remaining amount. I think their debt probably costs $1,900 per month, and I feel like they probably bring in about $4,000. So maybe you could pay them $500 on top of that and offer to take over the debt. So this is going to be a hybrid.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you need help with it?
Yeah, I just don't know how to structure that deal, how to present to them.
Okay. So what does it bring in per month?
She told me that one of the units is vacant and one of them is listed. I think I don't know. It's below from markets at 1,400.
You say it's bringing in 1,400 or 1,400 per side?
Yeah, 1,400 per side. Yeah. One is a 3-bedroom and a 1.5 bathroom, and another one is a 2-bedroom, one bathroom. So
honestly,
yeah,
we could only offer them a fee to take over the debt, which means this one's going to be really hard to do. Here's why. Your taxes and insurance are $1,200. That means you pay you're paying like 28. 1385 plus 1200, 1385 plus 1200. You pay 2600 per month, and they're bringing in 28. Yes.
Yeah.
We
So
can't. We have
I
no.
think that would be tough to do a deal like that.
We have no room for monthly payments to the seller. It would have to be simply a fee to buy them out of the deal, and without cash flow, it becomes really hard. Honestly, I would say that a lowball cash offer is your most likely scenario, but even that probably wouldn't sell.
Yeah, one more question, please, before I'll let you go. I have a deal. I was talking to the agent last week, and it's the 10 unity. It brings 10,000 a month, and I was sure to make the deal, to give them a lowball offer, so for them to come to seller financing, right? Trojan horse. I break that down. I told them if I go to the bank to get 20% down payments and plus 7% the interest rate, I will lose money in that deal. So I told them, no, the only way to work, it will be a lowball offer, or you guys will be open to seller finance. I told them, hey, I doubt that your clients will take no lowball offer. If you open, I can give you 10 an over asking price, 10%, and then we can do like a short terms, 6 years. So this morning I was at the gym. The guy texts me. He asked me, "What you offer for cash?" So I'm kind of, I don't know what to go for.
Well,
you want me to show you?
You could hit him with 300K, but maybe it'll sell, maybe it won't sell. That is like 150,000 below list price. But man, my experience with multifamily below list price, I've got a multifamily $300,000 below list price. Y'all think I sold it?
So
no.
This one is it's the 1,119,000. So they're looking for, so what's good? The low offer, I can make it. The low offer for them to say, okay, let's just do some seller financing. I want to give them a low offer, they say, hey, no, let's just do seller financing. I don't want to give them cash because it brings a lot of money per month, 10,000. I want to give them a low offer, so they say, okay, let's just do seller financing because seller financing, they have more money.
Yeah. Man, your payment's 26 and you're bringing in 28. Let me put it this way. I would have to hold you at gunpoint to make you buy this. And you're like, well, I don't know about that. And I'm like, yes, I do. If I asked you, OB3, you give me $60,000 and I won't give you a return, I'll keep taking $500 a month from you. What would cause you to give up that money if not at gunpoint? You'd have to be at gunpoint to do this deal. It's horrible. It's devastatingly bad. There's just no way to do it. It would be like trading $60,000 in cash for minus $500 a month. So this is like a robbery. So ain't no way.
I sent you the link. Can you just take the listing?
Oh, you sent me another one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is how it brings that 10,000 a month, and I told the seller, the agent, I want to give you seller financing, but with high,
Oh, I thought you were giving me the explanation for your last call, and I was like, I know, but what are we gonna?
I know that one is dead already. That one's dead.
Yeah.
I'm talking about this deal right here. It brings 10,000 a month, but I want to give them global offer because the seller, the agent, he asked me this morning, what's your cash offer? I want to give them like a global offer for them to say, hey, let's just do seller financing. Because I told them I will give you more if we do seller financing.
You could hit him with like $700,000, $800,000. I don't think we could sell it for that much, but you could hit him with that, and then we could pivot to seller finance.
Yeah, because now I already give you the number for the seller financing. I was texting him. I break down the Trojan horse. I show him that I'm gonna lose money if I go to the bank to get a loan, down 20%, 7% interest rate, and then I say, I doubt your clients will be, it will not take a lowball offer. Why not just do seller financing and we pay you monthly and then for 6 years? And they say, for now, we're not interested for that at that time. And this morning it takes me what you offer for cash deal if you weren't going to do cash. So I want to give you a lowball offer, really like a lowball offer for them not to say, okay, let's just do seller financing. That's the one's asking.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, let me know how that goes.
Okay, thanks so much, Rich.
Talk soon, okay? Bye-bye. And then Angel, we already talked. We know what's going on. We're bringing you up tomorrow.
Yep, sounds good.
Dope. Go find another one, dog.
Will do.
All right. Chat, I'm going to spin my wheel. I have faith in the course, just need help contracting / finding buyers. If I can show you guys 4 addresses that closed on the same day, you want to join? Because that's like the ultimate proof of concept. I show you a kid did it. And what about if it's recent, past week or so? Past week, 4 addresses, 1 day. Because we found all the buyers for you. You kept the majority of the profit. All right, 4 addresses, 1 day, and realtors' phone numbers leaked. All right. So this is probably something that I don't think anybody else will do. I don't think anybody else will do this, but I will do it. I will do it. I'm going to leak 4 of our addresses, 4 closings in 1 day. And I will also give you the realtor's contact information, and you are welcome to call the realtor to see if they closed. I'll also tell you how much we made on them. But that's from our students. They found the deals. We sold the deals. And I'm going to give you the addresses right now. If it is fake, I am somehow able to hack public record. Somehow, some way. There's address 3 and address 4. Okay, let's pull them up. All right, here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Here's my screen share. This is what we're looking at. So this right here closed on the 29th of April in St. Louis, Missouri. To the individual who was looking to sell their house in St. Louis, Missouri, we just did this one. And this individual, the phone number you can find on Zillow right here, Joseph Piccolo. Joseph Piccolo. There's his phone number right there. Feel free to give him contact information. This is a $10,000 finder's fee right here. That closed on the 29th of April. This also closed on the 29th of April, even though it says pending. You can call the realtor right here. The realtor's contact information is, where's his phone number? Here it is. Here it is. Shelly Parsons, phone number right there. And here's the address if you'd like to take a screenshot. $5,000 finder's fee. So that's $15,000 in 1 day. And then we have another one right here, 501 5th Street, Birmingham, Alabama. Starting to see a trend in the price in the properties we're closing. Cheap, right? That's right. And then this is the other realtor's phone number right there. Feel free to screenshot, or you can just come up here or you can just screenshot this, then scroll down and you can go ahead and give them a call. This is an $8,000 finder's fee. That is $23,000 in a single day in closing, of which the majority goes back to the community. And then our last one is 15820 Merlin Street, which does not have a finder's fee associated with it because it is a fix and flip. It's a fix and flip. So I buy distressed properties, I'm flipping it, and this is my personal fix and flip. You can see it's looking real shitty right now. I'm going to make it really pretty, and then I'm going to turn it into affordable housing. I'm going to flip it. I'm not going to be the buyer for it, but I've already bought this property. So no finder's fee on that. I'm going to make about $40,000 on that fix and flip. What I just did has never and will never be done on the internet ever again. If you want to be a part of it, click the link in my bio. With that said, let's give away something. I've got this wheel, and I spin the wheel daily. It lands on something, and then I usually ask some trivia questions or pick a number to give it away. And today, I will be giving away the portable movie projector. The portable movie projector. So we'll be picking that for somebody. Portable movie projector. So that landed on the portable movie projector. And what is that? It's a projector. It's a projector. You put it in your room and it plays movies on your wall. So let's go ahead and give it away. All right. Okay. So we're looking at, how should we give this away? I should probably pause my screen. Let's do a number between 1 and 100. Don't comment them yet. I haven't put the line in the chat. Everybody proceeds to comment them. Okay. So I'm going to put a line in the chat. It'll be a number between 1 and 100, and I'm going to pick that number right now. I'm going to write it on my phone so that you know I'm not changing it and picking a favorite. I have my phone. I have my number written on my phone. And everybody on TikTok who's about to comment, everybody on YouTube or on Instagram who's about to comment, everybody on YouTube that's about to comment, don't. This is just for Hold My Hand Wholesale. It's just for Hold My Hand Wholesale. Yes, every single day I give away something in Hold My Hand Wholesale. You could join if you want and be part of the giveaways. But anyways, 3, 2, 1, go. Go ahead and put your numbers in the chat. Go ahead and put your numbers in the chat. Look at all those people putting numbers in the chat. Holy shit, there's a lot of people in this group. And this is about 1% of the community. 3, 2, 1, stop. All right. All right. So the number was 24. The number is 24, guys. 24, 24. Let's figure out who said 24 first. Help me find it. 24, 24. Gosh, a lot of people commented. 43. Oh, backwards, April. We're looking at 24, not 42. 26. Oh, Eric. Eric, flip the script. 24. That's right. That's right. There we go. So Eric flipped the script. Let's go ahead and send you. You haven't already been the recipient of a portable movie projector, have you?
No.
Perfect. Well, let's go ahead and acquire one for you. All right. If you wouldn't mind giving me name, address, phone number, I will go ahead and ship that to you. Okay. And send you a confirmation.
All right, I got you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, Rich.
Appreciate you too, dog. Thanks for being a longtime member of the community.
Yes, sir.
Oh, long day. Long day. I kind of want to go to the same restaurant I went to after my live stream yesterday. But are they going to give me the side eye for showing up 2 days in a row? I always get kind of embarrassed when I do that. It's just so good. I have a multifamily in Indiana. If you're the owner, submit it to the link in my bio. I'll make you an offer, okay? So guys, I would say that if you're looking to make this happen, do what I did. Did you see how realtors in Memphis responded? Call those houses that have been sitting there for hundreds of days. Figure out what the hell is wrong with them. Figure out why it hasn't sold. And then Eric, I'm sorry, we just need a phone number.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
I got the owner interested. Okay, well, if you have the owner interested, I would say that you can submit it to my Discord after you have it under contract, and we will sell it for you as we did the others. But there's a link in my bio to submit us deals for us to sell to you. We close anywhere from like 130 up to 250 a month wholesale. It fluctuates, you know. How do I get into your community? I'll show you right now. Guys, this is how you join. Whoa. This is how you join. If you're like, wow, you know what? There was some pretty irrefutable evidence. He says, please don't trust him. Oh my God, it's too late. I already have the biggest real estate investing community on the internet with 170,000 lifetime members paid. So you click this link in my bio and you click join Hold My Hand Wholesale. We're on Discord and we also have a website. It's important to show up to these classes. That's the biggest thing, showing up to the classes. You can navigate this. You can figure this out. You can figure out how to join, but showing up to the classes, that's what's most important. Anyways, we've just ordered that for you, Eric, and I'm going to send you a confirmation of your order. May 6th, tomorrow is when you should get it. Let me know how it works. Oh, he's off the stage. All right, guys. Well, we have another live stream likely beginning right now. I don't know who it is. It could be Kira. It could be Juan. It could be Jason. It is Kira. And the way that Hold My Hand Wholesale works is we have around the clock classes. So a lot of you may be like, wow, well, that was a good live stream, but if I join now, I'm not going to know what's happening. Yes, you will. You see, Kira is here. And Kira, how much have you closed in your first, 8 months of Hold My Hand Wholesale?
You know what? I just found out it's almost been a year and I've done about 90,000 in assignment fees. So yeah.
And a lot of that was a learning process for you. You were learning during that. Oh my gosh.
When I got here, I didn't know anything about wholesaling, nothing. And I got my first deal in a month.
She got her first deal in a month. That was a sizable one, like 12,000. And now she's closed 90,000, which is amazing. And Kira, I mean, how much do you think you're going to close this next year?
God, I'm trying to automate this and do a lot of the stuff that you're pushing us to do, like the fix and flip. I'm looking for a fix and flip, so I hope to double that.
Oh my gosh. And you can, because 2 fix and flips will be your wholesale proceeds, right? And then you'll wholesale on top of that. You'll get deals and you're like, I don't want to take this down. I'm gonna pass it off to somebody else.
Yeah, not just that, but I mean, this community has so much more to offer in relationships and connecting with people that are really moving and shaking, aside from all the learning and value you get from just being in the lives.
I appreciate it.
You know how I feel about you guys. I have nothing but great things to say.
Well, Kira, thanks so much for picking up where I left off. And guys, if you're like, well, I have additional questions, Kira has the answers to those questions. Okay. So I will catch you on the next one. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Bye, guys. All right. And I will let everybody know everyone, we are live, or I should say Kira is live if you need help. At new member. So the live streams don't really stop and hold my hand also. They kind of go around the clock. Now, I'm actually going to change this link in my bio. I'm going to change that really quick. We're going to I'm going to put it back to wop.com. Yeah, we're going to put it back. How many people have joined today? $45 people have joined today. It's crazy. All right. I'd like to get into this. You know how to do it, right? Just click the link in my bio. Okay. My wife sent me here. Listen to your wife. Catch you on the next one, guys. Bye-bye. Catch you on the next one, guys. Bye-bye. YouTube, what's up? Catch you on the next one, okay? Thanks for hanging out. Bye.